What's up? What's up? Ronnie Wyman here again, doing another weekly call to greatness. This week we're gonna have a little bit of fun. It's crazy, too fitting. We're gonna talk about 'cause my hair is kind of crazy right now, right? I could use some gorilla glue. You get that? That's a little foreshadowing. Yes, we are going to talk about um the young lady who had gorilla glue in her hair, and it was stuck in there for like over a month, and it finally this past week or this week, whenever it was, came to a conclusion. She had surgery to get it out. And man, my perspective is always different on stuff. It really is. So I just want to talk about that. I said we need to, this is an opportunity for us to elevate and for us to review our mindsets, our perspective, to see how we really how great are our minds operating. So we look at this thing. There's a few different things that come to mind when I look at this. First, I see this is like, man, this is man, there's so many different ways. So first, what I want to talk about, they say, so basically what happened to a young lady. At first, I'll be honest. What annoys me about it is I hear there's so many videos you see out here, and I saw one where it was a lady just showing it was what was happening, and there was another one where a lot of people are clowning her and trying to and making fun of her and stuff, which that kind of annoys me. Is like, okay, if a person is down, if a person is struggling, she's emotional in her videos, why do we feel the need to kick them while they're down? Now, I'm going to make some funny comments, but I am in no way kicking the young lady. I am finding a positivity and a light in the situation, okay? But the question and be like, oh, she's so dumb, and why would they do this? And this is a no, see, because I understand things. So I just want to look at different things, different mindsets on it. The first one, like I say, is going to be I heard that she's going to try to sue Gorilla Glue. Initially, my thought was, that's dumb. Really, you want to sue somebody because you were too dumb to? That was my initial thought. But then I actually heard her reasoning behind it. And when you watch the first video, she says she used this thing that it's a hair product. That's the same way. I guess it's called hair glue or whatever. And she didn't have any. And then so she saw Gorilla Glue and she was like, "Oh, this could serve the same purpose." So she did it. And I was like, okay, when you look at what's required to sue, when I saw her lawsuit, they were gonna say, okay, it's because Gorilla Glue didn't put that shouldn't be used for hair. And then I was like, wow, you know what? That's she actually may have a case there, because when you look into how the laws of the land work, we tend to operate from our own level of intelligence. So because it's something that we would never do, we would say, "Oh, that's done for somebody else too." But the reality is, if you look at warning labels on a lot of products, the natural level thinker, the natural minded of elevation or regular level of thinking would be like, why do they need to put this on the warning label? Why did you tell me that I should not swallow this? Why did you tell me that this should not be made for human consumption? Because the warning labels are meant to protect people who don't think things on a certain level. So um, with that, I can see. And the reality is, Gorilla Glue, if it doesn't have on the bottle, not meant for human, not meant to touch human skin, and not meant for human whatever, then she may have a case. Because imagine a 14-year-old, a teenager, who once again sees it and says, "Oh, this can be used for whatever." I know there are. I own horses. I know I got a horse tip, and my horse cut itself, that you can use super glue to seal a horse wound. So I'm like, okay, I can understand trying to get creative with certain things. And if it doesn't say do not use for this, your mind may logically say, oh, I can use it for that. So initially I was like, okay, yeah, that's done. But when you open your mind to it, you're like, you know what? Okay, I guess I can see, and you shouldn't be too hard on it, because initially I thought it was just like she was just like, ooh, Gorilla Glue, here go a challenge. Let me see what this gonna do. But no, that really wasn't the case. It was just like she ran out of one product. She was like, okay, maybe this will work. We've all done that. We all try to get innovative and create stuff, and this one just was dumb. Second thing is, I see this is gonna be an opportunity for Gorilla Glue. Because when you look at the bottle, it says new. It just came out. You cannot pay for this level of advertising. Okay, this is where the next level of thinking comes in. If I could buy stock in Gorilla Glue, I would. If I could work for Gorilla Glue, I would. I would be like, you know what, Gorilla Glue hair products. It's look here. Look, here's the crazy thing. There's a doctor who did the surgery who got it all out of her hair, and he explains in his video how it's certain things that work with this, and then it works with the chemical things where it breaks it up and it dissolves it and stuff. So I'm like, you know what? Just the hustler in me is like, yo, I need to get on board with the people there so we can come up with the regular same thing. Let's think about it. That's probably how nail polish started. Somebody put some paint on them and they were like, oh, this paint won't come off my nails. And they stuck like that for about 3 months with this nail on them. So then they said, hey, we can do that. Let's make nail polish, but then let's make something called nail polish remover. So watch, mark my words. There's gonna be some Gorilla Glue hair sheen. They're gonna be like, look, girl, you do your look. Think about it. Sisters go get their hair done, and they expect it to last like what, a month, 2, 3 months, something like that. Look, imagine that you can go get this Gorilla Sheen in your hair. You ain't got to touch your hair for 30 to 45 days, 60 days, whatever it is. And when you want it out, we can say the Gorilla solution, the epoxy solution. So what that's going to do, you put it in your hair, wop, 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 and then you get it just like that. Uh-oh, what just happened here? So you get it out just like that. Wop wop. I can see it. I'm telling y'all, I will buy stock in that. I know several hair stores who have become millionaires over selling bundles and weaves and stuff like that. You mean to tell me you sell some sheen spray that you ain't got to do your hair but once, your kids' hair but once, and let them go no matter how they sleep, what they watch? Look at her. Look at her. Look at how immaculate that is after 30 days of washing it and trying to get it out. I'm telling you, there's a product there. Okay, we got to fix our perspectives. All right, there's some positive in everything. So don't clown the girl. Look, things happen. That's where we look at it and say, okay, look, I couldn't have seen. I could use something right now. Let me use that Gorilla Sheen right now. If I could sleep and have this, get up just like this and go, what? Who are you talking to, man? I'm telling you. Yeah, so that's a product there. Um, Something else I was going. Yeah, so that's it. So in closing, like I say, let's not be hard on people. Let's not go to judging people because we don't understand. It just hits our brain funny. Let's always be open to it. Two, let's find hey, there's a positive in everything. Like I say, everything works for the good of the kingdom, right? Look here, we gonna have these new dudes, right? We're gonna call them gorilla dudes. You do it once, set it and forget it, baby. 3 weeks later, all you gotta do is put the solution in, wash it right out. That's that. The doctor who did it too, man, that's an opportunity there. I love the fact that during Black History Month, it's a black doctor who's getting the credit for this, which I don't know if that's cliche or what. Like the white doctor tried to do it, but they were like, "Oh, this hair is too woolly. I don't know what to do with this. We need to get a African doctor on it." Then they got the African doctor. They're like, "Oh, yes, I have seen this before. I can do this with no problem." I mean, I'm sorry, that was, but yeah, I mean, this. So there's so many different perspectives to have on this. Not kicking somebody while they're down, not dogging her. I'm glad she's out. I'm glad she's well. I hope she buys stock. If she does sue, I don't understand if she does or not, but I see a case. She don't need to be dogged out for it. The reality is, if it's something's going to have that effect to be in your head after 30 days, you got to get surgery to get it out. Yeah, that should be a warning level on there. Do not put this in your hair. So whether they could, and the reality is, the advertising they got from this, whatever they pay her in the settlement is well worth it. It's well worth it. If they pay her $1 million, you ain't gonna Gorilla Glue. Uh, no matter what they tag to it, as long as in the settlement they put we can use this to advertise, because they gonna make whatever they pay her. So yeah, she should get something. Initially I was like, that's done, but now I'm like, yeah, okay. So anything else? I don't know. All right. Weekly call to greatness, people. Let's be great. Let's not be petty. Let's not be negative. Let's not be judgmental. Let's not be vindictive. Let's be greater. Find opportunity in everything. Even if you're watching somebody glue their hair down for a month and you can buy stock in that product because you see that it's going to be, you got the vision to see that it's going to be something great. Let's be greater, people. One man out.